Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Good. Hello everybody, welcome to the Klangfarbe YouTube channel. Today, I'm Andy.
And I'm Helmut.
Yes, good.
Hi.
We're still the same people.
Still the same people.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the other videos, by the way, we've got 2 more videos in this series. We did the Line 6 Catalyst and the Yamaha Revstar guitars. Today, we're looking at this, the new rocket bass range from Ampeg, for people with long guitars.
Something.
That's the little tiny one. I know it doesn't make much difference because it's close mic.
Little tiny bastard.
In the room, it's big, right? But at 165 euros, which it currently is at Klangfarbe, which you can find more information and all the prices and stuff in the video description. There's links and things, go there. That's a lot of volume and a lot of tone for 165
Even though
bucks.
it's only 30 watts, so
yeah.
That's not many watts for loud tone. And it's kind of Ampeg tone. It's still rocky.
Yeah.
And we have a special goodie in there. It's a little knob on the 108. It's the SGT.
SGT.
Super grid technology. That's a kind of overdrive.
If you want to play it, and then I'll switch it in when you're playing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I like this. I like this because I don't like bass tones that are too clean. I love bass tones from like the 60s and 70s when there was tube technology, or the only thing was tube technology, I should say, and people were driving these loud amps because it takes more wattage to drive a bass amp than it does a guitar amp. You can listen to the multi-tracks of old bass recordings and they're never that clean. And then when I hear an amp that's super clean on a bass, it just feels a bit vanilla to me, a bit too boring. Do you want it on?
Yeah. It does the shit.
It really, really does.
Oh,
I'm really enjoying watching it.
that.
It's okay, it's Klangfarbe
okay.
channel. They'll be fine. Yeah, I really enjoyed listening to you play, firstly, so thanks for playing. But that sounds awesome with the SGT. I liked it without the pick. With the pick, that's the kind of tone that I like. Maybe a little less bass and a little bit more
Yeah,
mix.
you can, that's maybe with the bridge.
I love it. I mean, now we're pushing this amp
It's rocky.
right to its limits,
It's
but it's not sounding bad when you're pushing it to its limits.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Right. So this one, the 108, the RB-108, has the switchable SGT. It does not have a DI out, but you can mic it if you want to. But everything else, what happens when we upgrade to the RB-110? What do we get?
We have, first of all said, we have much less weight on all those. So they have been lightened up by a third of by the weight of the BA series. So they are really light. Even though the 210, it's really affordable to carry around. What we have in the RB-110 is we can have gain and volume on the SGT division. So it's a 2-channel amp kind of. And
right. Okay, and they're adjustable, so you can adjust the amount of grit in the super grit technology.
And it has a DI.
And it has a DI. So
That's why I chose it from my home, because when I have to carry around a light amp to a gig, to a tiny gig, that's very affordable and does the job.
Cool. I actually think you could gig with that in like a cafe sort of bar situation with a jazz drum or something.
Yeah.
Maybe not turning the grit stuff on.
Or a triangleist or something like this. Yeah.
But I mean, it's 165, which is kind of a no-brainer if you're looking for a
it's really affordable.
Yeah.
For lots of bass tone.
Do you know roughly how much more? Is this still under 200?
No.
This is just over 200?
Yeah, it does $100 more.
Okay, $100 more. Okay, so that's what you're getting the DI at. Let's hear it. So you want to go straight for this one? Go straight into the playing. I don't want to say anything yet.
What?
So what you just heard was DI, and for me that sounds just a bit more open.
Yeah, it's a bit
more top clarity.
It's a 10-inch speaker in there, so that's why maybe. And it's 50 watts.
Okay.
That's simple.
Yeah, this is the one you use at home.
Keep it simple.
I'm getting a little bit confused by the names because they're all on the same sticker. But RB-110, then it's got the SGT technology, but this one it's on a dial, so you can know the amount of grit. And the way that you've set it, do you want to give away your special secret?
My thing is keep it very low, so just to get it a bit grungy in the back.
So I'll switch it on. Could you play it with the pick? I want to hear that grittiness of it.
That's with the bridge pickups. That's what it does.
Okay.
That's grungy.
It is really grungy. It's really rocky. It is that Ampeg sound as you're saying again.
Yeah. It's a rock bass, but it can be clean.
Yeah. Is there any sort of fingery, cleany stuff you could do that just to show us? If I turn the volume down and
Of course.
That's a lot of sound. There's a lot of bass in this room right now. One of the things we haven't talked about is the aux in and the headphones, which they all have, right?
Yeah, they're all inside, and they're really very cool to have them, because if you want to practice to your drum tracks or play alongs, that's an easy thing to do.
Mm-hmm. And if you're playing in a band, then you can increase your worth in the band by plugging in your phone and playing music while you take a break. And you know, you're more valuable in the band then.
Yeah, even though with the headphones. So
yeah, you can just listen to yourself.
Otherwise, all others will ban you, maybe.
Depends which playlist you put on, I think. We are going to. We've got two models here that we're going to skip with sound samples.
Yeah.
But we've got the. You tell us, because you're.
Yeah, that's the RB-112, so 12-inch speaker, which has 100 of system watts. And it has an effect loops. And it has the classical Ampeg high tone and low tone switch to equalize it at once.
Right, and then we're going to skip this one as well.
Same features on the RB-115, but it's a 15-inch speaker, of course, 200 watts inside, and additionally it has a speaker out. So you can plug it to any cab and get bigger.
Awesome. And put one on the other side of the room so you can have
stereo.
Stereo bass. No. So that would be the now modern equivalent of my BA15, is that right?
RB-115, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one I should be walking up here today with.
Yeah. That's the one you've got as a BA, yeah.
Right, okay, cool. And I did pick it up earlier, and he has his work hat on, but it is much lighter than my BA15. I know you
carried them, so
third. Yeah, I didn't build this, he built this.
I built this.
I did the mics. It was too heavy for me. But I am super excited about the 210.
There's a 210E, yeah.
Which is just over here. So 2 10-inch speakers, speaker out.
And the same as the RB-115.
Okay, so slightly larger cab.
Speaker out, effect loops, direct out. But it's 500 watts system.
RMS.
No, of course not.
No?
No, of course not.
Okay, that's going to be super loud then. And it's coming in, just to give you an idea, that's coming in at 875 euros or thereabouts. So under 900 euros if I'm speaking
of course, and they are all getting cheaper to this one. So
yeah, so we've gone from 165 to 875
euros.
Yeah, whatever it is in your local currency. But oh, by the way, if you're ever in Vienna or near Vienna, even in Europe maybe, come to Klangfarbe, because it's a really good shop, and they invite people like us to come and make videos for you. And there are some knowledgeable people who can speak English and advise you on which bass amp you can buy. And maybe it'll be the Ampeg Rocket Bass 210, which we're going to try now.
So EQ is in the middle, all of them. And here we have those switches which I mentioned. It's the ultra high switch. If I take it off again, the ultra low switch.
So when you want to give your bass some
If you
more
want
bass.
to have some bass, you have more bass.
That's really thick. Again, you're probably watching this on a smartphone, so you probably can't hear any of the bass amps.
Just can hear us talk, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds thicker. I'm always inclined to go for the biggest amp.
Yeah, you can push them both.
Yeah.
That's possible as well.
Okay. Go for the biggest setting then.
This is like a mid-curve. I'm not the bass guy who wants that, but I think there are probably lots of situations you can use this sound as well.
Yeah, that makes it less Ampeg, but more universal.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it kind of loses its Ampegness, its Ampeg sense, but it might be the sound that somebody is looking for, not us. I'm looking for the gritty, just the edge when you dig in of sound.
Okay. Or the pick thing. Oh, it's the middle. It was the middle bridge thing. You like the bridge, yeah?
Yeah, that's where it's at.
You can do much more grit, but
Yeah.
it's
I think
then
that's
it goes
enough. I mean,
very.
it's just on the edge. I know you could take it all the way fuzzy. Would you mind doing all the way fuzzy?
Yeah. Do you want it all in?
Yeah, why not? Whoa. Go all in with the grit.
all the grit he has.
I don't need any more. I like the fact that it's still clear. You can still hear the notes.
The bass sound is still there.
And if anyone's come over to this channel from my channel, then they're going to know that I absolutely adored that, and that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is a good sound. That makes me not question tube amps or non-tube amps. You know, that just sounds good.
It's very affordable for lots of sound. Lots of bass.
Where do you think, obviously you can gig this with the drummer, the 210.
Of course.
Probably gig the 115 with the drummer?
Of course.
112?
I would say yes.
I think the line kind of stops around here somewhere.
Around here, you gotta try it, because there are louder drummers as well.
Yeah, I've met a few.
I heard some of those.
Yeah.
Yes, and maybe then the guitarist goes louder as well, to 11, and then I don't think that those two tiny guys are still hearable, but still somewhere there.
Yeah. I think that if you just need a little bass amp, I think that's a no-brainer. It's a good sound, great price,
awesome,
good features.
For rehearsing,
yeah.
super.
But, there's a big but, I wouldn't buy that because I'd be missing the extra features.
Yeah.
But if I only had 100 and something euros, I would go for that one, of course. I'd want the 210 just because I want all the features, but I like the fact that the 15, I don't know, I'm confusing myself now. What I'm trying to say is the 15, I reckon, what's this price, do you think, roughly? Under, that's 875.
Maybe 599, I don't know.
So let's say under
600 euros around.
599 for the RB-115.
15, yeah.
Okay, so still obviously much more money than the entry one, but I think that is probably the sweet spot for money versus features.
Features, yes. This is only because of, yes, if you like, I think those sounds are different as well because of a 15-inch speaker and 210s. That's kind of taste. Come inside and try them.
If you're ever in Vienna. If you're not, then you can just subscribe to the Klangfarbe YouTube channel and watch them from afar, from wherever you are now, watching on your smartphone or whatever you're watching on, which probably is a phone. I think the new Ampeg range is great. I'm really happy to have heard it. I was so excited about the 210, and because you've got one of these, excited about these, and excited about the price-wise. Good range. Bass players out there, have a look at the new Rocket Bass series from Ampeg, and if you're in Vienna, of course, come to Klangfarbe and try them in person. You might even get to, say hello to me and Heli. It might happen.
Having a coffee.
Yeah, or a pizza. That was a good pizza.
Oh, good pizza. Yeah.
Excellent pizza. Thank you so much for watching. Please do all the liking things. Comment below which one you would choose and where you think your sweet spot in pricing versus features lands. And we'll see you again on behalf of Ampeg. Bye-bye.